What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. Here's my throwback segment where I talk about the films that turned 10 and 20 this week. Alright, the films that turned 10, there is Resident Evil Afterlife, which is of course one of the few installments of the Resident Evil franchise. I'm one of the rare folks who don't mind the franchise. I think they're pretty fun, entertaining. Afterlife was actually not that bad. This time Mila Jovovich's Alice character, continues her battle against Umbrella Corp. And she's joined by old friends, and Michelle Rodriguez was actually in this one. Afterlife is such a fun book. Alright, also turning 10, we got Casey Affleck's directing debut, I'm Still Here, which follows Joaquin Phoenix as he carries out a plan to retire from acting to become like a hip-hop artist. That's right, before he won his Oscar for playing Joker, he was actually set to retire acting and focus on his career as a hip-hop artist. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix as a hip-hop artist, I still don't know about that, but hey, Joaquin Phoenix is still awesome, so. Alright, now turning 20, we got Nurse Betty, which is like this dark comedy directed by Neil LaBute. And stars Renee Zellweger, who portrays this character named Betty, who has dreams of becoming a nurse, and she becomes delusional after seeing her on her no-good car salesman husband murdered, and becoming delusional from shock. She becomes convinced that she is the former fiance of her soap opera Ida. This had a pretty good cast. You had the likes of Greg Kinnear, Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman was in this. A pretty interesting dark-based comedy. Neil LaBute is a really interesting director. He did a pretty good job with this. So if you guys have not seen Nurse Betty, give that one a shot. Also turning 20, we got The Watcher, which is this not so good thriller that stars James Spader and Keanu Reeves, Ernie Hudson, Marissa Tomei. And it's where this guy named David, who is a serial killer of a woman, and so Joe was in charge of catching him in LA, so he moved to Chicago as a broken man. And so David ends up sending him photos of his next victim 24 hours before he murders. I mean, Keanu Reeves, James Spader, those two really play off each other well. It's like a cat and mouse game right there. Keanu Reeves has some interesting films in the 2000s. It wasn't a great film, but I thought it was a decent murder-based flick. I mean, you had a mix of Seven in it. I mean, who does not love a good murder film? Alright, also turning 20, we got The Way of the Gun, which is this crime film that is directed by Chris McQuarrie, who also gave us the last few Mission Impossible movies. He's directed Jack Reacher, pretty good filmmaker. And this stars Ryan Felipe, Benicio del Toro, Juliette Lewis, Tate Diggs, James Caan, and it's about these two criminal drifters without sympathy gets more than they bargain after kidnapping and holding for a ransom the surrogate mother of a powerful and shady man. This movie was actually pretty decent. Not McQuarrie's best work or anything, but I still enjoyed the film. It was pretty fun, entertaining. Great performances by Felipe, by Del Toro. So yeah, if you guys have not really seen The Way of the Gun, I'll say give that one a shot. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Which of these stands actually the most? The 10 years one, I'll probably say Resident Evil Afterlife, because there wasn't really much that got released 10 years ago this week. And as for the 20 years one, I'll probably say Nurse Betty. That was actually the better film out of the 20 years one. Anyway, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is T-Movies signing off.